Where, where's Boshin?
I'm writing down what you guys got for loot from Bior's body. The other guys don't have anything of importance that you care about.
And we, what was her name? Esmeralda or something? What was her name? The woman
yeah,
who
she came to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will get to all that in a bit. Make sure that I get all this down first.
Whoa, crackling noises.
Yeah. Making a vegan burger.
That's a, what's it called?
Got the patty on the skillet. I'm cutting up some rustic bruschetta rolls. And then I'm adding tomatoes, onions, spinach, grounded flaxseed, grounded chia seed.
And
I don't know what I'm gonna spread on the bread. Maybe cream cheese or peanut butter.
Isn't cheese dairy, therefore you don't use it? What is that?
Vegan cream cheese.
Oh, vegan cream cheese. Okay. Yeah.
There's a vegan substitute for almost everything nowadays.
Yeah, everything you just described is exactly why I could not become vegetarian. I wouldn't like a single thing of what you just described. I don't know how you could.
How would you know?
I can tell by the smell.
Okay.
I've tried out a not a vegan, but I've done like a vegetarian diet back when I was in school, and it was fine. It was more rough after a few days. I noticed, like when I was like started to get craving for meat, but it wasn't too crazy. I would say it was mostly kind of frustrating though to have to be. I wasn't really much of a thing out of like a necessity. It was more of just a personal choice and curiosity. The reason why I was doing it, so that's why I didn't like. When I ran into things where like I had dairy in it, I didn't like freak out. Sure. I didn't like care, and I was just mostly focusing, trying not to eat meat and see what that would be like. And it was fine for a while, and eventually though it got kind of irritating. And also just I noticed some of the things had meat in them for main meals, and I didn't have a lot of money, and I couldn't keep eating like cheap meals that didn't contain some kind of meat in them for like a dinner that I could afford.
Yeah, I don't know why vegetarian options are just as, or if not more expensive. I really.
It's a combination of a whole bunch of different things. The economics behind it are complicated because of the farms get subsidies from things to make certain things. There's a lot of bullshit going on behind the scenes as far as regulations. It's not really a fair situation, as well as some of the people are being unscrupulous that are making actual vegetarian products. To be honest, like nobody's perfect. Nobody's like the good guy in any situation really. And those people were like, oh well, we know that there are people that we can make a premium from, so we're going to charge them it. So that's why they do it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's not great, to be honest, all around. Anyway, I think that this is everything that you guys would care about from the fight with Bior. Everything else there is... The reason I told you about the longsword +1 is because that was actually a thing that he had identified while you guys were in this party. The cloak of protection is the same way, so you guys know what it does. Because I don't see why he would have kept that information from you. That doesn't really make sense. But the Great Axe has been modified. If you don't know what it does anymore, you'd have to do the typical long rest thing, or cast Identify on it. I don't think I forgot anything else.
Does anyone really... I mean, can anyone use that?
A Great Axe? I don't...
Yeah.
I mean, use it, yes, but is it what they want to? Probably no. Like, I think Michael could, but I don't know why he would.
Does Michael have, like, Raise Dead you could do on Bior.
But he wouldn't. I don't think Michael would because it would cause complications for out of character reasons.
I don't mean like Raise Dead as in Resurrection. I mean like zombie necromancy stuff, like make him
No, I don't think Michael has anything. The only thing he can do is like speak with dead, but I don't know what benefit that would have. Bior doesn't know anything. I'll give you the out of character information right now, but he doesn't know anything at all. That would help you guys.
Like zombie bodies, basically, not to speak to the dead, but yeah.
Like
Yeah, no, I mean, I mean, what if you guys wanted to do something like your roleplay reasons, like bury him or something? That's totally your call. That's something I'm 100% okay with.
Oh yeah.
That's your call entirely. But I don't think anybody here has anything that could. You could use your raised dead that you have as a bard, but I would really question the reason why you would do that.
I was not talking about Resurrection, as I said. This zombie corpse to fight on our side, basically. Just
no,
great.
Nobody here has that, as far as I know.
Anime Dead? Which is it?
I think you're right. I think it's anime dead, but I don't think anybody here has that.
Mm.
I mean,
I don't have it.
Okay.
if anybody, the only person I could think of would be Darius. Michael, I would be an affront to his god. It wouldn't be in character for him to do it. No, Darius doesn't have it either. So.
Okay. I'm satisfied with that answer, I guess. There's a babe. Wet noises, Stu. Sorry.
Just double checking really quick to see if Michael does have it.
What do I have?
Actually, clerics all have. Never mind. Clerics are different than they have every spell. So you do have it, but I just don't think he would ever use it. It wouldn't make any sense in character.
I just got back. What am I?
We were talking about
we
Anime
were
Dead.
talking about animating Bior's body to use it, but I don't know. I don't think
Oh,
that
no.
he would ever
No,
do that in character wise.
No.
Character.
No. Hey.
It would be
Okay,
like very sacrilegious.
Well, I guess there's no point sticking around here. I assume the town has already been, completely
It's
destroyed.
not destroyed entirely, but it's seriously damaged.
Is the girl alright? The one who they kidnapped?
Both of them are fine. Irina got taken by her brother. She was awakened in the fight and ran away back to her house. We have not yet done any roleplay with her yet. The brother did thank you. We can do more of that if you want. And the woman, Madame Ava, I believe is her name, the only survivor of the Vistani from the Serpol encampment. You've not yet spoken to her. And she's not even conscious yet, as far as where we stopped time.
Does
So,
anyone...
what do we want to do? We're at the moment, like literally what we are, as far as where we are in space. Actually, move you guys back to that map. Is just after the fight has concluded.
Would a medicine kit help her get revived, or is she like...
Oh, you're meaning she's not. Yeah, she's not. Madame Eva isn't like
injured,
dying or
knocked
anything.
out?
She's just like knocked out.
Mm.
So let's just say there's something equivalent to smelling salts in a medicine kit, and yeah, you can awaken her. That'd be
I
fine.
could punch her.
Okay.
That would work too. Yeah. If you guys, I'll wake her up. You want to get rid of her restraints, I imagine. So I'm just checking.
Let's just leave those.
All right. So Madame Eva is you have her on the you whip her up on the battlefield, well, former battlefield. She is an old lady. She opens her eyes and blinks and looks around.
Yeah.
She brings a hand slowly up to her head, and mutters something under her breath in a language none of you understand. It's probably like Vistani itself.
I mean, I got comprehend languages. I could always use that.
It was just a mutterance of like an expletive or something, like fuck, but you
Doesn't.
don't know that.
Yeah.
Just being literal. I'm gonna quiet that down a bit.
Yeah. I basically asked her, "You okay?"
She looks around, trying to get her bearings as far as who is here and what happened. And she meets her eyes with you because you're the one the closest to her. One says, "Oh, it's you. I did not expect to see you again."
Not to be
Just
rude,
because
Stu,
you're all still
but
alive.
I'm hearing a lot of background noises from you. Are you?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Grilling up an onion.
Yeah. Thank you. Please continue.
She just says, "It's pleasant to see you again. I didn't expect to see you all, but I am grateful that I have."
Oh, doesn't answer my question, but
Yeah.
okay.
No, I mean she's also implying that she's okay.
Oh.
She says that she very slowly sits up. Again, she's an old woman.
Hmm.
She says, "I'm all right though." She kind of looks around, scanning over the environment, kind of surprised that why is she in Barovia Village? She hasn't been here in
I
you don't
mean,
know how long, but
you're a fortune
Yeah,
teller,
yeah,
don't you
yeah.
know?
yeah, that takes effort on her part to be able to do something along those lines.
It's
but
usually
she
the
looks-
excuse that a fortune teller can't tell their own fortune. You know.
That's true too. But she looks around, and kind of just sees all the bodies, recognizing Bjor's very destroyed corpse.
Hmm.
Like it's still holding him up like this statue of bone and burnt flesh. She recognizes him all the same and says, he came to our village,
Mm.
killed everyone. I believe he was looking for me."
He was not
Yeah.
the same man you met at first.
Yeah, he had a little demon deal. It was a whole
Yeah.
He's not much of a man in the first place. He's
a cow.
he's a
In the masculine sense, man.
She says, "No, he wasn't. The time I met him before and the time I saw him then was completely different, as he was changed. But this land does that to many people. There are many that come to this place, to this cursed country,
Yeah.
will end up like him." And then she looks towards Castle Ravenloft with the knowing look in her face, kind of like emphasizing her point.
Well, soon enough, we hope to give everyone the chance to leave this land, and maybe even restore it to what it should be. But we just had to make sure you were okay.
She smiles slyly, the best she can into the situation, and slowly rises up to her feet, dusts herself off, and looks to you all and says, "Thank you again. I'm unsure what I should do now. My clan, I'll just use that term, my family, my tribe has perished. I don't know of any other survivors, and I can't think of anyone that was nearby that we could turn to. Though I suppose I could try to go to Valaki
Yeah.
and the camp there and see if that group will have me. We're not on the best of terms, but it's about the only thing I can hope for at this time."
I'm sure they would accept you. It's become a much more accepting location since
Yeah.
probably last you visited. Yeah.
she kind of looks at you with the kind of thinned eyes, kind of trying to understand what you mean, but then just nods anyway, kind of somehow intuiting it all the same.
There's been a
She-
change of management, that's to say. It's,
She then looks around a bit, then back to you all. It's like, would you mind if I took a ride with you all? It would be difficult for me to get there myself.
I mean, we've got some important things to take care of, but
Yeah,
I'm
we're kinda in the middle
sure
of a thing.
I could send you a caravan guard to escort you, if by all means you don't think you can make there on your own.
I'm just looking at what she can do. Yeah, she's not terribly amazing. She says, "No, that sounds fine. I'll simply ride with you, and until I can get back to the clan, the Valaki."
Oh,
Yeah,
you want us to
that's-
take you back to the place you got abducted from? Okay, that's fine.
No, she's implying that she'll go with you until you go back. Taking up your offer, like you said, it's like you'll be fine, but you don't need to rush. As long she doesn't want to be alone. She says that she simply doesn't want to be vulnerable again like that. So she would remain with you all, if that would be fine, or like in your wagon or something, or she would go to the Vistani camp in Milwaukee.
Oh, well, yes.
Whatever you guys are good with, and yeah, you can send her off with like a.
Yeah, you can wait
guard.
in the caravan until we finished inside Castle Ravenloft. It might take Ravenloft. It might take a while, but
Yeah, that would take a while. So what we'll do is just resolving this DM wise. We'll just go with the original offer you said. We'll have her be taken by one of the guards to Valaki. That makes it easiest. I don't want to have to track too many people while you guys are in Ravenloft and do all that. It's already to be a lot in general.
I mean,
Um,
yeah.
So she just kind of agrees to walk with you all back to your wagon, which is off map, like over in the western direction.
It's sort of the reason why I
you
wanted
guys-
those guards to handle the grunt work, but yeah. And so that's good. Fantastic. So are we heading back to the others?
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to do anything else here.
Doesn't
No.
seem to be much else. I mean,
Yeah. kinda
besides
have a
like
big-
burying Bior, and I don't think a lot of the party cares that much anymore.
I thought we were gonna keep him as like a statue.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I mean, he won't remain there forever, but
Oh.
he will remain there.
We
for
can
some
coat
time.
him. We can coat him in bronze or brass, and
Yeah.
then he can stay there. It'll
That-
be-
I don't know if the Barovian people would really love that, but yeah,
Well,
that's
he
something you
did
could do.
save. He did save them for a little bit.
Even so, there's
Yeah,
like
one
memorials.
town
and-
likes him, one town doesn't.
He also did do a whole murder, so that makes sense.
It could be like
Well,
a memorial of a bad thing, just to never
Maybe it's-
forget.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Like this was, you know, the fate
A
of
reminder
those who
to
messed
the
with the
people.
town, or something. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'll have the citizens weigh in as well. What remains of them? Let's say like a third of the population was killed of Barovia village. So quite a
Yeah.
few.
I thought it was like half.
Yeah. It was a third to a half. It was a lot of people, and there's a lot of damage as well, like structural damage and stuff. But the survivors weigh in and say that they'll take the horses and make use of them in labor. The horses that were taken from the Vistani camp, and also the ones that the berserkers themselves took as their own.
I mean, they don't exactly
half of
belong
them.
to you, but go nuts. I don't really care.
Well, yeah, they don't belong to anybody anymore. then they're taking it as like compensation because they kind of think of you guys being responsible for Bjor to an extent. Um,
What? I just
We
what-
saved your ass. You should be thanking.
it's well, I mean, you came with him. They
Okay, but we also killed him and
yeah
The
but
main-
they mean that you could have stopped him ahead of time before he gotten crazy.
Yeah.
That's what they think.
Have I
They're
mentioned how much I
emotional
hate this
because
town?
They are emotional because
I told you, these guys are jerks.
many of them lost their families, their homes, their businesses. That's not
Okay.
great.
They're sad. Okay.
They're not
It's-
in a great state. But they're not like saying you're not allowed here or we're gonna kill you or anything like that. Nothing at all like that. But yeah, you need to take care of Bjor's remains. We take the horses.
That's it. I am leaving
Yeah.
the statue now. Just to spite. No, that's not true. Fine, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all they really say. Irina and her brother Ismark are grateful to you all as before.
Mm.
Their house is not destroyed but damaged from the fire because it was on the southwestern side of the town. So, but it was of a higher quality and slightly more isolated in terms of like walls and stuff than the other places. So it was able to escape some damage, but yeah, not all good.
At least
But
someone,
they'll-
at least someone from this town knows how to be grateful.
Yeah, they are definitely thankful. Irina is paranoid and thinks that this was still the work of Strahd overall,
I mean, a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
and says, "Please defeat him, vanquish him as soon as you can." His grasp, his reign over this country has been so bloody and cruel and needlessly destructive.
That's what your vampire over.
Yeah,
Tip.
and
Why
yeah, she's just kind of holding her, wrapping her arms around herself. She feels vulnerable and angry and frustrated.
Well, get him.
So she doesn't talk to you all very long before going back into inside. Let's do this. One, do a medicine check. Cole, do a perception check.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it for you, Stu, if you're on your computer.
I'm here.
Okay.
Ooh, damn. That's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, that's about as good as you can get. Yeah,
That's
well,
about as worse
get
as
this
you can
percep-
get.
And that's about the worst you can get.
Yes. Stu doesn't. Yeah, Cole doesn't see a damn thing. One sees that Irina, her flesh, that's a little bit weird. Her skin is a bit pale, and she doesn't seem like she's in the best physical condition.
Ooh,
She need healing.
Like consistent. No, not like she was wounded or anything, but it seems like she might be suffering from some kind of illness.
like
Perhaps.
vampirism.
Can we remove
Yeah, would require
this?
even greater. I mean, this is at a glance. This is something like your doctor's intuition. This you didn't do a fucking like.
Okay,
full-on
well, as a
evaluation.
as a monster hunter, does it look like she's in the early stages of her riverism? I don't know.
Yeah,
you
can
roll
do,
medicine?
do a survival check. This is going to be a medicine for you. This would be a survival for you.
Okay.
And let me look at something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you guys are thinking of vampirism.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I only just want to say.
Yeah, it's probably the bite marks and the pale skin and
But I mean, she's got pale skin. You don't know about anything else.
yeah. I recommend she stay in the sun as long as possible for a while. Yeah.
Some radiation.
Yeah, she just seems ill, but you've not seen anything like bite marks. She's not displayed any other type of behavior. It's just that she definitely seems sick. It's like let's just say flu-like symptoms.
We should kill her.
Lucy doesn't see anything.
Just
Okay.
throw some holy water in her face. See what
Um,
happens. No, I don't do that.
yeah,
I say, yeah, you don't look so good. You should probably get that taken care of at some point.
She nods slowly, still kind of definitely got a negative emotional state of mind. Not necessarily aimed at you, just in general. And she nods in gratitude and understanding and says, "I'll be fine. I just need to get some rest. It's been a very long day." And she kind of shuts the door behind her, and that's what you last see of her for now. Her brother, though, stays outside for a time just to, again, bow his head in gratitude and say that you have our thanks many times over. You've done a lot for our family, and if there's anything I can help you with, I will try.
You could hold this great axe and follow us. I say jokingly, of course.
I say it less jokingly. I hand him the axe.
She says, "Unfortunately, that's the one thing I can't do. I can't leave my sister's side. She, not right now at least. The house needs to be repaired. I need to see what the status is of our business."
Oh, I understand. You just
Someone-
owe us your life, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
your
they
business come
own-
first.
They own like a brewery in the town, I think. I believe that's the case.
I believe that was right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they I remember saying that in the beginning of the campaign. Yeah, but he does say like reward you with gold or
Look,
something else.
just make sure you take care of the people in your town. Okay, I'm sick of seeing rich people only take care of themselves, and you seem nicer than most. But yeah, just make sure you
Yeah.
fund the rebuilding of this town. Okay, that sounds fair.
He says that was already my plan.
Alright, that sounds
Many
good.
of the other noble families, the other noble family of the town is dead, and we need to rebuild. So we're going to focus on that, and I'll use whatever resources we can spare to help out those that need it most.
Sounds good.
Yeah. With that, he kind of just shakes your hand in turn, at least attempts to, if you allow it, and then heads inside, shutting the door all the time, looking very grateful.
Alrighty.
So I don't think there's anybody else here that you want to talk to. Oh, if you want to check on we don't know what happened to Periwinkle's brother. If you want to look into that.
Barely
No,
remember
we'll tell him to get
Periwinkle.
Yeah, he's the dumb guy that you guys
Yeah.
have working with you.
Yeah, we'll tell
It's
him.
like somehow tied to.
Let's not have that on his. The castle.
Yeah, you could just, as long as you don't know, you can't cause problems. All right, so yeah, you don't bother looking into Build Rat's well-being. So now you want to leave. All right, there's
Yeah.
nothing else. I gave you what you guys needed as far as yours inventory. What do you want to do with this body?
We
That'll probably be the last thing we're doing here before we leave.
I was just going.
Who got his cloak of protection?
Yeah, you got everything. You took everything off his body.
I want that cloak.
Yeah, sure. I mean, as far as who takes what, you guys can work that out.
yeah,
that's
we can
perfectly
work
fine.
that at least. Because you still need to attune to it anyway. Attune. I assume.
I think so. I would have to look at local protections, but
Are we
Probably.
each gonna take a horse?
it does.
I don't.
You're not too far away from the wagon. I mean, you guys can just do what you did normally to get here.
Yeah, that's what I was.
but it's a
Doesn't
special.
say anything about it. Oh,
I
yeah,
thought-
requires attunement.
I thought
Yeah,
we were
okay.
just gonna release the whole for Stu.
Yeah, the horses are not negotiable. They're going to be used by the townspeople for labor and rebuilding and moving things around.
No,
Like, they're going to have to, like, go into the woods and cut things down and use the horses to drag wood around to rebuild the homes and all that. It's going to be a lot of work. So,
Well, sucks to be poor. Peasants, as I ride off on my horse.
yeah.
I hate you so much, says one.
No.
Lucian says, "Take me to my wagon. I
Okay,
have 2 horses there."
jump on. Let's ride.
Alright, so you got Bjor's horse. I'll give that a name for temporarily.
Let's name him Bior. In memory.
And you guys just want to start heading westward back toward your wagon. And you're just going to leave the corpse where it is, and you don't really care what happens with Bjor's corpse. You just, like, meh, whatever.
Meh.
I said to whoever the remaining, tell them you can pour some. They don't want the statue. So I don't know. No, I don't.
They'll just decide what they want to do with it, and I'll think about what I'm
I
going to
know
do
what
with it
I'm
later.
going to do.
Oh, okay.
Sacred Flame.
No.
On the corpse.
Alright. Okay, well, now it's extra burnt.
I
Let's
keep
say
casting
now
till it
this-
is cinder.
Yeah. Yeah, you keep doing it. It takes the flesh, and then it takes the
Cremate.
bone, and it takes longer to. Yeah, it takes a longer time to get rid of the bone, but eventually, yeah, you can sacred flame it as much as you want, and it will eventually all
Cremate.
become. Yeah, he just cremates Bjor with sacred flames. That is acceptable.
I say that's some
Uh,
paperwork.
Well, that's good.
Now we go back to the map. Alright, and with you is Esmeralda. We have not talked to her yet. We'll do that on our way back. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
up these flyers, because they did go out.
I don't know where we sent
Okay.
it.
Alright, we are
There
at
we
the Village
go.
of Barovia right now, and we're heading back toward the gate over here, west of Castle Ravenloft, because that is where you left your your allies, I should say.
Yeah,
Um,
you sure did.
Let's do some encounter rolls and get.
And talk to Esmeralda and tell her
Yeah.
what little use she was in that final battle.
She helped a tiny bit, but she got there pretty late.
Yeah. You really like to show up in the last moment without, when it's already won,
Yeah, she does. She's actually, I think she's only showed up to one fight? I don't remember if she's up to two. But you guys saved her once and then she saved you once. I could be misremembering.
Yeah.
But
I don't
all the
think so.
same,
Go on.
you guys are heading back. You can talk to her if you want. You
Yeah.
can talk to Madame Ava and whatever you want to do.
I definitely
Take a
say to her,
hour.
I definitely do not consider you saving us in that last fight. We already had it. I'm telling you, that does
Yeah,
not count.
I'm gonna talk to the fortune teller lady and be like, so what's my future entail?
Oh yeah, we didn't. I want to.
I see a new love in your future.
10 miles. Let me see how long that will take. Check the traveling time.
You will experience great.
I see a tiny dragonoid stab you.
that's
It's gonna take a few hours at least. Let's say land vehicles. Let me look at that up.
Oh yeah, and Mortem will never tire.
Yeah, Mortem does not ever tire ever again. Darius has an annoying voice. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with that because he's not here. But yeah, Darius sounds like he's going through puberty.
He sounds like he's a kobold. with
Well, hi guys. His voice
Yeah.
cracking and stuff.
His voice is cracking and it's like higher pitched and really, really irritating to listen to. let's just say it's going to take 2 hours to get back
Okay. You're
um,
doing the encounters,
to
or
the gate. And in that time, you talk to Esmeralda. She's riding beside Michael and his horse. So like in step with you guys, and you're all talking out loud because you have to over the horse clopping and wheels turning. She says, I saw the smoke over the horizon. I was east of Valaki looking for more evidence of my master's presence. I'd heard a rumor that he was last seen in that area, so that's where I was heading. When I saw the smoke, I came over here as quickly as I could, and I got to when I did.
well, now you can help us fight Strahd, right?
She says, she actually hesitates for a time. She doesn't say anything for a few seconds and says, I suppose I could do that. I could help you some. I want to look into whether my master was perhaps taken by Strahd.
Well, why don't you come on with us and we'll see about that. We'll
Do
do
you know
some
Fireball?
investigating.
That's a fan favorite.
She says, I did already want to go to Castle Ravenloft anyway, but not alone. I don't think I'm capable of defeating Strahd, of course. I don't have any intention of throwing my life away. So I will join you for a time to see if I can find my master, or at least some trace of him.
I think you'll be able.
Oh, I don't think you'll be
No,
throwing your life away.
well.
That's our job. That's...
Also, we all know that her master's waiting for us, right? So
You do?
don't we? Isn't he the other monster hunter guy we know?
Octavio is a monster hunter, but that is not the same person.
Oh,
Her master is Van Richten. What was his name?
I forgot about that.
There's like Van Richten's tower you guys went to earlier on in the
Yeah.
campaign, and
Robbed his car.
that was his like residence. Yeah, and her cart was outside of it, and you robbed her
Oh,
cart.
yeah.
Yeah, that
That was
Yeah,
great.
okay. So we don't know where this guy is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
different person. Octavio and Van Richten are different people, as far as you know.
We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you do not know, but she may still find a trace of him in. He was a monster hunter and came to Barovia. If he's at Castle Ravenloft, that's not unreasonable for her to think. Then Madame Eva says to Michael, let's say after this is a different conversation, says to him, I thought some about your future as you asked, and I would say that I see, oh, that was really funny. I see a large city, water on its edges.
Water.
Ocean water?
Deep inside of it. I see you among many others that look similar. You are happier, though not happy. Something's missing. Eventually, though, some time from now, I'm unsure, you will find happiness. Assuming you survive, that is.
Well, that's kind of cryptic.
She says, what I see is only a possibility. It's in no way a certainty.
In an alternate dimension,
Yes.
on a
Do you know
different
Fireball?
table.
I asked her,
Yeah.
does she
Do you
know-
know Fire?
Yeah, I'm asking her now. Do you know Fireball? We can influence which dimension this is if you know Fireball.
Yeah, I like the odds better if you knew
she-
Fireball.
She says she knows some things, but she is no fighter. And
Is she a
just-
healer?
Okay, well, we got to go to the army and ask Everyone individually.
I like how you guys are in this situation right now where you're like trying to recruit every single person you come across.
I mean, it
It's-
sounds like we're gonna need. So
we'll see. But it's funny all the same that you guys are like, did you fight? Here. And throw them in a cart.
Try reading this firewall
Um,
spell. Oh, come on.
And they like blow themselves up. But no, she just kind of just goes quiet after a time, closes her eyes, kind of leans back in the wagon, just trying to get some rest. She's had a long day for a woman of her age. Like she looks like she's probably in her like 70s at least.
I've had a long day for my age. Shit, we just killed the whole murderous barbarian Hun squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Minotaur.
You still got a
Shit.
castle to assault. That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
Alright.
now we just-
Okay, so you guys eventually. I'm not going to do any random encounters here because we've got enough to do already.
Yeah.
You guys eventually make it back to the gate. Be over there. Waiting there as you, as you wanted, as you expected, would be all your respective people.
Is it really them?
Yeah, as with that, it's I can tell you these are the people that you know. So Rick
Okay.
Tavio, the three men that you recruited, Harry. I don't think I'm missing anybody else.
Raven
Um,
men also.
Bunch of random
They've not seen them yet.
Okay.
You've not seen
Esmeralda.
them yet. Esmeralda came with you, yeah. I mean, but she was with you. That's what I meant. As far as who's here
Okay.
when
So
you
we've
found
got-
them. Yeah.
Well,
We've got 3 footmen slash cannon fodder.
Yeah.
I,
Octavio, Esmeralda.
Do we have a bunch of like random
Big guy.
peasants?
yeah, we got the
Yeah.
Yeah,
caravan.
those are the three. Those are the three I'm referring to. Those are the three peasants.
So I
Three
go to
peasant
the
men.
go to the caravan guards and tell them to escort this old fortune teller
Oh,
to the
yeah.
town. Yeah. She could.
because they're not gonna fight.
No, they're not. They will not fight.
No, they won't leave the wagon. You have to pay them.
Oh
a lot
yeah,
more.
yeah. You can
Um,
carry the wagon there and back by all means. Fuck me.
Yeah, as far as what they'll actually will do, let's just say, I vaguely remember them going back to Valaki for some reason. To
One of them
get
went. The
someone-
one with the Z name sent a message about Bjor's attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he's back here when you get there.
No.
He said that he had relayed the message.
It's a very fine job, but unfortunately we dealt with the threat anyway. He's like completely knackered after this. I ran all that way for nothing.
He says in response to that, like, I'm not surprised, but as far as what they said, they said they didn't know if they would have much to send at all, but they at least will send at least a few riders out to at least help with rebuilding, perhaps just helping in general, but they didn't make any promises
I
of
mean,
anything substantive.
I literally just warned them not to trust Bjor if his reputation continued. But whatever's. It sounds good by all means.
What I'm getting at is that Valaki and Barovia Village have always had like kind of a rivalry, but they've not been on the best of terms.
I mean, I've had a rivalry with them. I explained we consider them rival town. But yeah.
Yeah, but as far as their perspective, it's like they've just not gotten along because of Valaki's been kind of more insular, and Barovia Village has kind of just given it to
Ah.
Strahd's rule, like been way
And
less
they've got like
resistant.
competing college teams.
But damn, they got good pastries.
Yeah, the pastries too. You gotta watch out for that. Anyway, all that happened. So one of the guards agrees to go back. They switch off as far as which guard had left last time. The other guard
Yep.
will go now.
Sure.
Let me check their names again. It's Zoldar Zoldarovich and Yevgeny Krushkin. Zoldar went last time. Yevgeny will go this time.
He will. Yeah.
And Zoldar, Esmeralda says you can take her horse, so they take her horse.
Yeah.
and then Esmeralda gets in the wagon and is ready to go. Everybody gets ready to go in general, and you guys can head off toward Ravenloft
Okay.
if you want.
Is there any more hellish illusions in the distance? Any more distractions? Strahd wants to pull.
No, not that you can see.
All our parents show up. Demand a picnic.
Yeah, as far as looking in that direction, you don't see anything out of the ordinary at all. I mean, it's not a pleasant place over Ravenloft. I mean, there are blackbirds, ravens, of course, crows flying around. It's always seems to be not terribly great weather. Always kind of stormy and cloudy and unpleasant.
Okay.
The fog is also pretty dense up here,
Sounds good.
at least through this little canyon up to Ravenloft itself.
I guess we're continuing then. Sorry to delay.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's anything you want to do before we go. There. I mean, it's not like you can't turn back or you can't leave after you get there. I'm just saying.
You were just going to retire before we enter the castle.
Yeah, if we're good when we're heading that way, then I'll change maps when we get there.
Nope.
All right.
I
Sure,
think I had
I'll take-
something planned. Is there? I mean, I was hoping the rest of the characters would be there, but I had like this little heartfelt thing to say to the whole group of people before we entered the castle situation. One would be like, "Wait, I wanted to say something." As most of you know, I've lived. As most of you know, I've lived in Veloki my entire life, and I've always tried to help my people. But none of you had to do that to. None of you had to assist me in this goal. For that, I wanted to say I thank you for coming here and trying to assist me, basically. And yeah, thank you. I owe you all a debt. I'm sure I might never be able to repay. I just wanted to have that for the, thanking everyone for assisting.
Makes sense. That totally makes sense for one to do that.
I wasn't assisting you. I have my own goals.
Yeah. It was.
I don't care if they
Yeah, that
interlock with your own. But,
that was also mentioned.
I honestly thought that Michael was gonna banish her once she started talking, and then have her just pop up after a minute.
I had like a whole list here, and part of that did say, for whatever reasons, basically, I'm still grateful. And it was also assumed it was not directed in Michael in the slightest. So.
Yeah, everybody except Michael.
Yeah.
Thank you. Michael can go fuck himself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, so Michael responds. How does Lucian respond to one's gratitude?
He says, "You're welcome, I guess. I had to kill all those people anyway. They were pretty evil, so
yeah.
It's part of the job. But I'm glad that it also helped you."
Yeah. I'm going to repeat that next session where all the other players are here to get their responses.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a problem. I think that makes sense for Darius. But then what does Cole say?
I think for Cole, I would maybe just give him like a pat on the shoulder, kind of a smile, and say, "We are all here for our own reasons, and we came together." And I just lost my whole track of thought.
just wandered off.
Well, yeah, so on and so forth. Yada yada yada.
Right.
Perfect.
That was very moving, Cole. Thank you.
Yeah, that was very touching.
And Cole's distracted, thinking about what he has to do after
Yeah.
killing Strahd. Assuming that they can.
Hey, if you need anybody to make a speech, I'm your man.
Oh yeah. He's our Toastmaster.
Alright, so you guys are making your way through this canyon. It's very windy. It's, like I said, it's dark, it's foggy, it's stormy. As you approach, it's starting to get, like, a lot more, just crazy in terms of weather. Nothing, it doesn't seem unnatural in terms of the amount of weather that it's going on. Generally, as you've been here, it has been like unpleasant and overcast, but it is only really now that you've approached Ravenloft has it gotten really rainy and wet and gross.
I just wanted to keep an eye out for any ambushes or anything, but yeah.
Yeah,
Look out
you're
for
looking
sucking
out.
by.
Yeah, looking out on the cliff faces and stuff or anything. You see maybe occasionally a bird in a rock outcropping, looking down on the valley. Maybe some other natural wildlife, but everything that you would expect to be here, nothing out of the ordinary, and definitely no humanoids or monsters or anything out waiting in ambush.
Do
Yeah,
I see any
it's
white
fine.
flags anywhere? Yeah.
No.
No. I
Unfortunately, no.
was hoping a bit too much there, wasn't I?
Yeah, that was a bit too optimistic. But
Damn, Strahd,
yeah,
I give up. I'm done.
Yeah.
You win.
You
Yeah.
were.
Yep. Yeah.
Good job. Good job. You fucked it all up.
A good thing going. But yeah, you get to the just over the other side of the drawbridge to Ravenloft. I'll show you guys a handout.
I think I saw that, but if you got a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a new one.
I
That's
showed
very
you
nice.
the exterior before. That one is new. I know I haven't showed you that one yet.
Okay, so is it like a drawbridge or is it just like a solid stone
It's a
bridge?
drawbridge. As you get closer, you'll see that there are chains that come down from it. I've got stuff to read. Give me a moment. Just want to make sure for everything else. So yeah, you get to the other side. The rain is really coming down. Thunder going off. At least I have a perfect song for this. Let me find it.
We really need the cast daylight spell around here. Pull out that sword and see what happens.
Alright. We got
I
that.
have the sniper musket out, and I'm just looking up through all the windows, all the little.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at everything, no problem. I mean, you can't see terribly well, and it's because of the weather, but the zooming obviously does help. You look to each respective turret and slit and such, and you don't see any silhouettes or anything. In general, it seems like nobody's there that you can immediately see. There's no sign of life from outside here,
Oh,
other
I'm
than
sure
the
nobody's-
crows and ravens that are flying above. I mean, that's an exception to the rule.
Well, I kind of want to shoot.
I mean,
You shoot the
want.
ravens. I mean, there's plenty
There
of
are
those.
a lot. Let's say there are dozens, so there would be a while.
Oh, speaking
Excellent,
of,
Michael.
yeah.
Michael, want to have a shooting contest?
Speaking of though, Chris, you said
Oh yeah. Speaking of shooting, after the thank you Finn that one said to the rest of you, she walks up to Lucian and hands him 8 bullets and 5 silver bullets, and I'm like, yeah, you're probably gonna need these more than me,
Thank
and
you.
I'm not gonna be able to use them anyway. So I've just been carrying that.
Yeah, you
those
don't have
bullets.
a firearm anymore after you threw away your pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one is also not a big supporter of using firearms herself, given her past trauma.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, so now I got something I could read here. Oh yeah, you want to go ahead and roll
No,
for
no.
that out.
No.
How does Lucian respond to receiving this stuff from her?
No, he just
I mean, it's not terribly.
says thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate
Make 'em count. You know.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, in finding ammo inside Ravenloft is going to be tricky. At least finding bullets, I should be specific. We should see what other things can be found. But yeah, I got some stuff I could read now.
Okay.
I hope you guys don't mind the music and the stuff in the background. My parents watching the movie. After winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east, and the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage, well, your wagon comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 40-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappeared into unknown depths. A lowered drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm. Between you and the archway to the courtyard, the chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare down at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors. So, figure you want to leave the wagon here?
Sure.
I'm just wondering, are you bringing the wagon in, or are you leaving the wagon out?
Oh,
Is the drawbridge up or down? I mean,
It's down. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, it's
that's
down. You guys
that's
are able to cross if you want.
that's a bad omen, you know. Drawbridge is down. He was expecting an attack.
I mean, yeah, you guys have never come here. You don't know if the drawbridge has always been down or what. You don't know. That's not something you've ever.
Well, we have
So,
really no
Raise my
choice.
spear, and I pointed at the drawbridge, and I yell, "Charge!"
I
I should have.
I immediately let you charge ahead and just continue walking at a normal pace.
Yeah, I charge in on my horse. That never gets tired.
Let me give you your horse because I forgot about that specific thing in this case.
I stand at the
Horse.
center of the group and start ringing my bell to be counter charm. Basically.
Yeah. I'll get that. And okay, so let's move you guys to this of the map. I'm assuming I'm leaving the wagon on the other side of the
Yeah.
drawbridge because I don't want to put a token down.
Yep.
I'm sure the
There-
drawbridge is
there
going to
is.
raise. Can I? You said there was like chains connecting the drawbridge.
There are, yeah. Yeah,
Can
that's how
I-
the drawbridge is raising.
Can I like slash at the chains and break them before entering so you can't raise it behind us?
What would that do? I wonder if that would let the drawbridge fall. I'm not sure. But you can
Now,
try to do
if you
this.
disable the chains on a drawbridge, it will just remain down.
Yeah, that's what I'd imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just wondering if the tension is holding it from falling into the chasm. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I will look into that. But all the same, you may try to attack the chains. Let me actually see. Depends on where they are. You have to do it on the side where they connect to it. So I mean, it'd be you have to be on the like really close to the drawbridge where it comes down, because otherwise the chains are way too tall and far away for you to reach with the melee weapon.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean this thing is going up at a really nice steep angle. These turrets, you're not on that map yet. Yeah, you are. These things are really tall. We're talking like, I don't know, 40, 50 feet. So the triangle that would be made by that is quite long and tall.
Hmm. Okay, so you're saying I have no ability to attack these fins? Okay.
No, I mean you can do it from the other side. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's what I was saying. Is like you can do it, but you have to do it from the side in which you come into the drawbridge.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to be like on it, and yeah, you have to be on the drawbridge to do it, or you'd have to be on the other side of the drawbridge, attacking where they came down.
Yeah, that's
These are
what.
pretty damn thick chains, by the way. These
I-
are many inches. I would say like 2 or 3 inches thick.
Sure.
No, many inches. This thing would be really heavy. What am I saying?
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
these
sure.
are really fucking big.
I was just
Okay.
expecting to use my crowbar and sort of like break one of the chains on each one of them, but yeah, sure.
You'd have to roll really well, but you may try. I will
Okay.
probably let you do it.
Athletics with advantage. As terribly weak as I am. That's pitiful.
No.
Pitiful.
Yeah, that's,
I
that's
couldn't
not
even
roll.
lift the crowbar.
Yeah, you get it in there and it's like nothing. Despite them being kind of little rusty, they're not like all the way through, but there's some signs of rust. Doesn't matter. You don't get any progress at all.
I say, okay, well, anyway. We're here.
Attack!
Yeah, we're here.
Wait.
Actually, I forgot to do something. I need a roll. So let's see. How many people do we got crossing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And
Yeah, I'm not taking the horses, Michael, are one thing. Just for this roll. So 10 times this number. Okay.
Just remember I have my bell ringing, if it's got anything to do with illusions or shit.
Eight, 9, 10. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so right from left to right. 1, 2. Okay, 2. Got a 1 and 3, 4, 5. The last one was 9. Got a 1. So, alright, I need Lucy. I need to do a Dex saving throw.
okay.
Okay,
Ooh,
you're fine.
Nice.
I'll get to you in a moment as far as what happens. I need to do this guy. Needs to do a dex.
I do a backflip.
Okay, he's fine too. Alright. You guys are lucky. Kinda wished it didn't go that way, but whatever. It's fine. Didn't want that would be kinda mean otherwise. When you're crossing over the drawbridge, at 2 different places the wood breaks. The beams. Wood beams crack and break, and these are large enough planks that if they break, you could fall through the whole person.
Oh.
And you guys both jump out of the way before falling. And it would have probably been to your deaths because it was.
I mean, feather fall, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I know that doesn't make anything fun, but yes,
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I didn't
you're
fall to
fine.
my death.
Your deaths
I
are
mean,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in the courtyard of Castle Ravenloft. I won't move the NPCs until you give me an idea of where you want them to be.
I want them to hang within 60 feet of me. Or whatever.
Okay.
Rally on me, peasants.
Esmeralda is on her own. Rictavio does his own thing as well. Alright. They don't care about your orders, but the other 3 will stay near 1. And Darius stays with the group as normal. Alright, let
let's
me
go.
see if there's anything about the courtyard.
Kick down the door.
Yeah, the front door, by the way, is over here. White lines on the map indicate an overhang. Like this whole area right here is overhanging in the entranceway, which there's these 2 big doors, like huge wooden doors that are opened, that you guys can then enter into. That enter into 2 still large doors, but not nearly as large.
Okay.
That go into the castle
Are
itself.
they open?
The 2 ones out here are open. The main ones are open, and this one here, I had to check really quick to see if that's open. But I know that the main ones are. Let me double check. Let me read about the courtyard here. Thick, cold fog swirls in this courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning glance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame. Yeah.
So it's open.
Yeah, these two main doors here. There's like a pair of doors, two separate sets of doors.
Right.
One very large set and one smaller set. The large set
Right.
definitely is.
I kicked down both of those.
I say
Well, whichever
I'm not going through an open doorway. Do you mind if you guys just follow me for a while? Can we just get to the back of this castle?
The three main guys will kind of look to each of you, kind of wondering who they should be listening to. Hold on a moment for me to actually resolve something. Just so you have a sense of scale, these towers
Mm-hmm.
are about 90 feet tall. Actually, no, the towers are taller than that. The walls are 90 feet tall. And it's the same on this side as well. Like, these are the same heights.
Okay.
They're really, really high.
I said to the rest of the party, could we just move to the back of the castle? I know a way in that doesn't involve going through the front doors.
What way in is that?
Yeah, that you know a way in, or you just...
I
So you look around.
you could roll an insight by all means, but
Oh, you're lying. Okay.
no, I'm not lying. You would know I'm telling the truth if I said this, but yeah, I mean,
Michael just trots off on his horse to the back.
yeah, okay, sure. Could we
Yeah,
just
you're
fast
assuming
travel to the
there
back?
Can you say that again? You broke up.
Can we fast travel to the back, or is there anything in our way?
Let me check. I think that there is a gate in your way. Yeah, there's a gate in your way. Anyway, let me move some people around, because I want to keep everybody near each other.
I'm like, well, this gate looks like he doesn't want us to go through here. Now that looks like a way in to me.
I mean, it's another way in. I like how you're making it like there's only one. There's the main entrance way if you want to go through there. There's a gate there. Let me leave that.
Do we just go through this gate, or do I have to open it with
I
my?
mean, it is closed as far as there's a massive iron bars are blocking your way. Let me read this. Massive wall juts out to connect the outer walls of the castle with the keep. A 20-foot wide, 20-foot tall archway offers passage through the connecting wall, but is blocked by a rusting iron portcullis. In other words, a bunch of vertical iron bars, very thick. You're not gonna be able to make your way.
Sun sword through them.
No. If you attempt to do that, you don't like cut through them. It's not a lightsaber. We were just joking.
Ah,
Well,
Yeah.
so
Sounds.
we have like that fly spell and the portal and whatnot. But is there any other way we can imagine getting through here?
You could try to lift the portcullis. I mean,
I
these
was gonna
things are
say, what raises these bars? Like, is there normally
gear
a way
system.
that raises these?
a gear system of some kind. So somebody like there would be some sort of like gear that you can turn. I mean, or they could be magically opened. I mean, that's a possibility.
Can I prefer a gear thing to turn?
It wouldn't be accessible from this side. I mean, that would kind of defeat the purpose.
Oh,
Do I see one on
I
the
see.
other side? Because I could teleport past with the line of sight and whatnot.
or we could just shoot it and try to break it.
Mm.
The gates shoot.
No, you don't. You actually don't see them from the other side. I'm just saying. I'm describing. in
I'm sorry,
general,
I can't
as
see
far as
through the
being-
bars.
Yeah, you can, but I mean, the dynamic lighting system did. Yeah, you should be able to actually. They did make it little like white, like red dots, so you should be able to see through. I'm saying that you can't actually see the gears, not that you can't see through the bars.
Right.
You don't see the wheel that you would. Again, I want to very much emphasize that. Yeah, I'm not saying that there is one. I'm saying that in castles, and you guys would know this because it's not totally ridiculous knowledge. that castles have these kinds of things and that they're turned with years, typically, you don't see one in this case.
Not from
How
the
deep are
Yes,
these
it-
walls?
About 10 to 15 feet deep as far as one side or the other.
Alright, well, since we gotta go through this charade as opposed to the open doors,
Yeah.
I'll test this twice.
What did you do? Sidestep.
Give me a moment. I'm not sure if there like is a walkway. I need to check. I think these are just walls.
There's another one that's gonna really.
Just double checking here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are just simply. Yeah, let's just make it simple. These are just walls and walkways, so you can do stone shape. That'd be perfectly fine. So you just cast 2 doorways. Yep.
That's
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I don't see any issue with that at all. So you make just 2 5-foot holes, like either holes or squares, whatever you want to say. And you
okay.
can walk right through the wall.
Well, that's
It would only be like through like 1 5-foot section. So, what specifically? Which one do you want? And I'll carve it out in a shape.
I mean, I'm just 5. The wall's like 10 feet, so just 5, and then another 5.
yeah.
Like
It's
through
Yeah.
here.
it's like
Like right here. Is that one good, or do you want like?
Yeah, it's fine. As long
Okay.
as we're able to get through. I doubt I'd be able to get a horse through it, but yeah.
No. Yeah, the horse is gonna
sacrifices have to be made.
Yeah.
Do they though?
Do they? Yeah, I say like Michael.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to
I-
one and be like, look, if we're going to storm this castle, like let's just do it. No, like tender footing about. Like
Honestly,
if we're
I
scared
never-
about going through an open door, I don't think you should be here.
I don't think that's
Oh.
the concern here. It's clearly a tactical advantage by not walking right into the strongest line of defense. I mean, you should know that.
Right, they'll just move whatever's in there and find us somewhere else in the castle,
It's-
as opposed to meeting them head on.
They're,
We'll
they're
just
going
deal
to
with them
move
later.
various amounts of defenses and traps, and okay.
We probably just
Very well. I walk through the whoa.
Okay. I
Okay.
I too walk through the wall. That's a odd way of putting. Ah,
Yeah. Let me see if there's anything important here. Not that I can really see. Nothing that just like stands out to you guys here.
so
Is there a way to get in here?
No, no doors.
Cool.
It's
That's
another courtyard
2
and
spell
another courtyard.
slots I won't get back.
yeah, okay. I mean, we could
Badly.
have got other ways around it, like climbing over a rope and maybe. But is
It's like
this?
90 feet.
Yeah, is this part of the castle? Or is
This
that
is just another wall.
Ah.
That's nothing more complicated than that.
so? I
Um,
guess I go up to
fine.
this part of the wall. Like, look at Michael. Basically, you kind of stole my thunder here, but I examine the wall and I do this to the wall. And it's like you
Alright,
did.
never heard of that spell. Just 5 feet, 6 foot tall, 1 foot deep. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about where this actually would put you in the other side, because the maps aren't designed to be like to scale. In a very clean fashion. Give me a moment just to figure out where that would put you.
Yeah, that's basically what I was trying to do, and basically Michael already had a spell very similar. It's like great.
Everybody's just making holes.
5 feet wide, 8 foot tall, 20 feet deep. Right there. I think that will work. I mean, up to 20 feet, and then need to be 20 feet.
Mm.
Okay. That's where it puts you. Alright. That's kind of funky, but I can make this work.
I don't know if that's a legal spell or something. I just got it from a website. I could post
No,
you.
I believe you. That's not the problem at all. I just never heard of it. I never heard of it.
Mm. Yeah, and
Yeah, it's in the PHP. You're fine. I just never heard of it. I've never seen it used.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the compendium. I've never heard this spell before either. But yeah,
Same.
All right. So
It's-
let me move. I'm altering the other map to indicate where you guys made the entranceway.
yeah.
That way you can get back out if you want. Alright.
Well, it says duration for an hour, so
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna still want to know where it is.
yeah.
But yeah, this will get you where you want to go. If you want, are you walking through it? Is everybody gonna go through there, or where?
Yeah.
doing?
Does Michael or
We're
Lucian
here.
want to be first through?
No,
No.
I do not. But I will. Yeah, I'll be for.
yeah, you got the fancy sword.
Yeah, you're invulnerable with
Yeah,
that.
so-
You can't die.
It's kind of like a giant beacon, a giant. Hey, someone's walking down this hallway. You know.
I'm sure they know we're
Giant.
here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I have it out in front of me, even though I can see in the dark.
Mm. And
Alright, I made the hole. I know it's longer than that. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
You'll understand why on the other side. But alright. So let's get all the other guys over there.
and they all saw how cool I was opening this door through the wall, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, one, you're so amazing!" And it's like, yeah, I'm pretty cool, you know.
Yeah.
Rictavio says, I'm gonna go check out something else.
What? Why?
Think
Going
it's
with
the-
Rictavio.
Yeah, I kind of want to go with. Cause
Oh, okay. It was
No, no,
more
no.
that-
You go down the hole. You go down the hole.
I don't want.
Me and Rictavio are gonna
Yes.
hang out.
As far as when, I want to make sure a couple different things. When the door, this passageway opens, you see on the other side, I think it's lit.
Mm.
I'm double checking to make sure it is lit on the other side. That way I can give you a description of what's there.
He's like the strongest one out of all of us, though, right? Rictavio.
It's about as strong as you guys. I wouldn't say stronger.
Okay. I thought he was like
I'd say-
super.
No, he's not like a level 20 or anything crazy. No, God. But he's about as strong as you guys.
Put together. No, individually, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's not very well lit, but when you look through it, you see torchlight, like flickering firelight on the other side. So there is an artificial light source on the other side. You see the silhouette of something with a weapon. So if who went through there first, or who went to the entranceway first? Lucian.
That is,
Lucian.
that
So
is-
then do a perception check.
And I was behind him too.
Yeah. Just want to see what he sees. Okay. And then anything else or no? No. You notice that it's just a statue.
I have
It's a
my
large
balance
statue
shield out,
with
by the
an-
way,
with
just
an
to.
axe. That's a large statue with an axe.
I've got my shield.
That's on the other side. It's like you came behind you made a hole that goes into like a hallway, and then on either side of the hallway are these two large statues with like great axes in them.
Mm.
And you're coming in like behind one in an unnatural way, of course, given the
Yeah.
spell. And then on your looking for on your right side there will be like flickering light. You don't see any other movement or hear anything. Rictavio simply says, as far as what he was getting at before, was I just want to look around a bit on the perimeter just to see what's the layout is like.
Well, we literally have a map at the exterior. You have no need.
I mean, your map isn't going to have like the detail of everything to a crazy extent. It's not like you're going to have like what's inside
Archer
of
1.
things.
Archer 2.
Not even just that. I'm just saying you only have exterior wall shots. You don't have even any detail about what's
Are you
what things actually are.
Are you planning to write a book of this castle? You know, mention, you know,
He's not
architectural
saying that,
view.
that's me.
I mean,
And he just says that he wants to know in case Strahd might try to make an escape, or at least he wants to know of any other ways inside or out. Specifically, he's kind of implying that he wants to go check out the back. He kind of points toward the back, which is some sort of overlook, is what you could tell from the map. Something that overhangs the.
it's not a bad reason to want to, you know, cover the escape routes and whatnot, but it kind of sounds to me like you're scared. But okay.
You actually say that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
pretty
a
much.
response to him. He just gives you a look and just walks off. He doesn't even give a shit about that.
Yeah, I kind of just I go with, and I'm like, yeah, it's. I just tend to ignore her.
Oh well, I know you're a coward, Michael, but that goes without saying.
Esmeralda.
Where were you in the last battle?
I was kicking ass.
She was doing. She was
Dealing with
there.
like one or two individuals.
Yeah, relatively speaking, she was kind of less involved.
Ha! Let's go, Rectario. And I flourish my.
Nice.
Coattail.
All right, so I'll put
die.
Rictavia and Michael over there.
I really
Esmeralda
hope he
can wait
dies.
right here for a moment.
Yeah.
The rest of you guys are all going to go. The three dudes are not going to leave you guys.
Sure. At least I know who my real friends are, Mike.
Lucy and her is actually who they're really kind of following. They
Okay.
think of you more as a kid.
Makes sense. Plus, I also recruited them when we did the little save the boy.
It was a group effort, but they definitely saw that it was like you and Michael have like the greatest presence.
Mm.
Like very intimidating by comparison.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll do. This will be kind of complicated. We'll do that. We'll do that really quick. We're gonna go to the other map really quick and interact some people.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. All right. So let's get Lucian. Bam.
Oh.
Don't move until I get everybody done.
Yep.
One. Bam. You're bigger than that. There. Cole. Bam. And then the three dudes.
I have no sight. Just a little bit of torchlight over here. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
correct.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed to be. Let me give the other people. So, Chem, Petivo, Machan.
You need some more light bulbs in here. I can't see. Lucy.
Alright, and then Chem. Alrighty, and then Esmeralda. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with her. Where is she? There she is. Okay.
Mike was so.
'Cause I didn't have you on this side of the map, and I also had some people in different places. Well, it's not, she's not a monster. She's a named NPC. That's why she can find her. There we go. All right. Order. You and Lucian would be out ahead. Everybody else would be behind you. Kind of cramped though. All right. So let me describe what's going on here. On the right side over here is K15. What the hell is K15? Castle Ravenloft, main floor. The back, K15. It's a chapel area. Dim colored lights, filters, colored light, singular, filters through tall, broken, boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot-high domed ceiling. The balcony runs the length of the west wall, 50 feet high above the floor. In the center of the balcony, two dark shapes are slumped in tall chairs. Benches coated with centuries of dust, lie about the floor in jumbled disarray. Beyond the debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform, the sides of the altar are carved with bas reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette. A cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
Nobody
That's
touched that.
Here,
I'm sure.
Wait, you said it's a black mace?
a black cloaked figure and a mace over right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's covering everything. Yeah,
Some
this is
sword
a
out.
traveler.
Some
Yep.
sword and shield out.
Okay, let me give you light.
Yay,
So
light.
that way one can see if you do that. I'm gonna limit it down as far as how much light it can emit for the moment.
Really know how to brighten up a room. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, this is controllable by Lucian.
It's just
Alright, so you can just drag a box around it and make both move at the same time, makes it easier.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're there. One, you can be right behind him. I'll move people around a little bit. So this is the
I'm-
chapel area.
I'm just walking up to this dude at the altar. And does this mace look magical at all? Or would I?
You would need to get closer than that to be able to tell.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not,
no, I'm
it's not
still-
glowing. If that's what you're asking. Nothing that dramatic.
Nonetheless, I would secure it.
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, give me a moment in terms of all that.
Let's see, like,
Cool.
Lucian approached the mace and
There.
it says, "You remember that time when I got possessed when I touched that rod? That was fun."
I do not.
Yeah,
But thanks for the reminder. As
yeah.
I down to look at the mace.
Because it sort of looks like you're about to touch that mace, and it really is like a really bad idea. Like,
I think it would have. If you're looking to see if it's like cursed or something, I think it'd be Arcana as opposed to Perception.
Well, I got
That
this
is-
thing.
Definitely true in terms of you're right about your eyesight, but you're not going to see.
Oh no! I've got another thing.
Okay. That would take some time. We'll
Yes.
see how long 10 minutes is.
Yeah, I mean, unless anyone else has got other places stuff they need.
I mean, I sort of had
Looks pretty
a
sinister.
person to kill. I mean, you might know him, Strad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. You can wait. You can wait for your 10 minutes. I just sit on the bench at the pews, like waiting for you to.
Yep. And I said, go about as you wish.
Yeah, Michael's
oh.
just outside trying to light his pipe in the rain, having a difficult time with that.
Okay. I got some different stuff available here. The mace actually does look a bit unusual, but you can't tell outright from looking at it whether it's magical or not. But it's not a very boring wooden handle metal thing on the end kind of mace. Then there's this, like I said, there's a statuette on right here on the altar. It looks kind of like a man, like a monk or a priest of some kind, kneeling down, holding his hands upward. And it's at the center of the chapel. He's closed his eyes like he's meditating or praying or something.
Are there any like candles not lit in this room? Like,
No,
no. Okay.
no.
No. It's
No,
just,
all the light coming in is from the outside, and it's just flickering light from like lightning and stuff, and maybe the moon. Not really much light, but it's a little bit.
I was just gonna like do control flames to make some candles lit, but apparently there are none. So never mind. Continue.
Yeah, not in here. You'd have to do a torch if you want to do something. But Lucian is giving a pretty decent amount of light.
Mm.
Well,
So
I doubt there's anything that me and what's his face are gonna find, right?
I'll
Ricardio.
be getting to you in just a
Oh,
moment.
okay, gotcha.
But it'll be something. Yeah, I do want to. There is something that will happen with that, but I don't want to skip it.
Oh, I gotcha.
Do you do anything with the mace? Are we picking it up, or what are we doing
Oh,
with that?
I was trying to see if it had a evil past or something about.
Yeah, if you want to take 10 minutes, I will let you do that. I mean, your party members have to agree, because that's a long time.
I mean, if
I'm
I
gonna
guess
yell
it's-
down the hole and be like, "If it's cursed, I can remove it."
You don't know.
That's That's true.
Uh,
That is me.
Yeah, so that will take some time. You may do so, but I mean, that mace is next to him, and you see the cloak he's draped with, the skeletonized, the corpse there is very nice. You could tell that looking at it is a very nice cloak. I'll just put this out here.
Oh yeah, don't
I
touch the
knock
cloak
over the-
neither.
There we go.
Like I shake the bones out of the cloak.
Ooh,
the
fancy
cloak.
boy cloak.
Yeah.
I like cloaks.
It is a very nice cloak. Whatever. Yeah, you don't know if it's magical, but
I can
it's a
put
nice
it over
cloak.
my cloak.
I
Yeah.
put it on.
Nice.
So,
Sure.
This is where
Nothing-
Strahd
nothing
lives,
happens.
huh? It's a terrible place.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Give it a good.
Yeah, I'm gonna flourish it when I'm killing Strahd,
Mm.
and I hope it.
All right then. So you can
Hope
have
it looks
inventory. I'm gonna go back over to Michael. I get rid of all the other. Oh, I did not add Darius to that group. I'm gonna do that really quick because that is another person that would. I'm not sure where he would have went, to be honest, but I'm not gonna drag him somewhere else that might put him in more danger relatively. So he's gonna be with the main group.
Yeah, stick with me, Darius.
Ah,
I just chill with Darius. Yeah.
all right. So back to Michael and Rotavio. You see another portcullis here. Does he have anything he can do to get past that?
I assume Stu didn't want to do anything,
No.
right?
I could banish it.
Banish the portcullis? Can you actually cast it on
I don't
objects?
think so.
Yeah. I don't know if you can pass it on objects. That'd be really cool if you could, though.
Banish objects.
Yeah, it has to be a creature, unfortunately. You can try lifting it, of course. It's really, really heavy, obviously.
How high up is it?
These walls are a little bit shorter by comparison to the walls on the sides. I want to say they're like 30 something, as opposed to the walls on the outer edges, which I think are 50 something.
Oh,
No, wait,
got
I'm
it.
totally wrong.
I got
the
it.
walls on the outer edges are 90. These walls here, I'm gonna say, are like 50 or 60.
Okay. So let's see, how far can I throw my spear? $20 to 60. You said it was 50?
Yeah. Let's say this is 50,
Okay.
this is 90.
Alright, so I'm assuming the wall is kind of like, standard, like, how do I describe it?
I don't know. How do you describe it?
Like that?
Can you give me a better idea what I'm looking at from what dimension? I'm looking at it, or...
This would be like looking straight at the wall. like the little turrets. They're not turrets, but the things that the guy from Monty Python, the French guy, was yelling
Yeah,
at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Barricades.
getting at.
They're kind of like that. I would say that a lot of these walls are all the same height around the castle edge. Are actually all 90 feet tall.
It's not the
So all very consistent height. They don't like the turret, the edge at the corners don't jut out really much higher.
battlements. You mean those?
Yeah, the battlements. That's the word.
Let me
well-
show you a picture again of what it looked like, so you can see. Because it's still in somebody's inventory. It might be everybody's. Yeah, it's in all players' journals. Go to your journal, then go to Chapter 4, Castle Ravenloft, and then click on Map 2, Walls of Ravenloft, and you could see the back right of the top half picture. You could see that that greenhouse, the green roofed building, is where you're standing in front of, and then there's that little purple overhang.
Oh yeah.
That's where you're at. It's actually not as tall as they made it out to be.
Okay. It
If
doesn't
the
really
other
have
one's like
battlements.
90. It's more like 30. It's more like 30.
Well, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to tie some rope around the middle of the shaft of the spear, right? I'm going to throw it over the wall.
Okay.
It's 90 feet of rope,
Yeah.
and I'm going to throw it over and then start pulling until it like catches.
Yeah, you can do that. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
We'll see how that-
impromptu grapple.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna allow you to try to do that. We'll see how it works out.
It'd be athletics.
Sure. Yeah, that makes the most.
Yeah. And I'm going to. Do I have? I don't have inspiration. When did I?
Yeah. When did you use
Oh,
inspiration?
Everybody started with character inspiration, so I'm not sure when you used it, but if you did, you did. But I mean, there's nothing stopping you from being able to throw it again. You didn't throw it like off into nothingness. 4 is terrible. You just like threw it into the wall. It clinks off the wall and falls back to the ground, and Ricevio looks at you.
I'm glad one wasn't around to see that.
One second. One second. I gotta warm up. It's been a while since I've thrown one of these. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's much better.
I was waiting for like a free
yeah,
or
that's
something.
fine. It goes over fine. You actually want to do a dexterity check to see if you hold onto the rope, because you're doing this all kind of impromptu. This is because you might just let go and the rope just might keep going.
Oh, you know what? You gotta retcon all that, because I don't have any rope.
Oh, okay.
Dur.
You have an explorer's kit or something? I mean, what?
No, it's kind of Bjor's thing.
I mean, what kind of kit did you get when you made your character?
Oh, I thought you said explosive kit. I was
Yeah,
like, nah.
like the
I think it's like a.
Not everybody uses broken in it, or they can't be. I don't fucking know. But,
I just don't have rope.
okay.
yes, Rictavio. Do you have rope?
Well, there was rope from Bior earlier that was not claimed. Just so you guys.
Dibs on the rope. I got rope.
All right, you have a rope now.
Hey,
So you took the rope that Bior was on Bior's body.
Okay. So now. And you said dex. Oh, I also took his fan. Dexterity. Damn it. I just lost my spear. And
Yeah, unfortunately, because 10 is a minimum. You just threw your spear, and I want to give you the benefit of doubt. I'm not throwing away 50 feet of rope. Man, you'd have to throw that really, really, really far. No, I'm not gonna make it that bad. But I'm gonna have to make you do another dexterity, whatever to climb. Like you throw it so far that a lot of the rope is kind of like draped over the side, but you can't actually reach it with your hands, like it's hanging above you. You need to be able to kind of kick off the wall, jump off the wall and grab the rope. Which that's gonna require another athletics check. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine. Just let you actually do this. You finally then grab the rope and pull it down. You start pulling to try to get a grappling effect. Eventually, you find purchase, and it kind of you feel it stick, and the rope no longer is pulling back, and you kind of pull back on it hard enough to be able to test, like, is it going to keep moving? Am I going to be able to climb this safely? As far as your intuition immediately says, probably. So let's see how it goes when you actually climb.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? Death?
You would die, but it would
It's
hurt.
not bad.
Now you need to do yet another athletics check to start climbing.
Yeah.
Well, the worst for Michael would probably
yeah.
be. Oh, go on.
Now, with all that work, you finally make it on top of the thing. Let's just say, or you do it on this side. So there, you're on that side. You're on top of the wall.
And I'm going to look down at Rictavia and be like, "Are you coming?"
He has your pipe.
Yeah. He follows along beside you, kind of watching you, judging you for a time with all your buffoonery, but eventually you make it, and he follows along with you. And yeah, you're out of bounds at the moment, so I'm going to put you on the other side, and you just make it down. 30 feet, actually, 30 feet you can't really do safely without, well, what is our controlled height jump? Let me look at that really quick. You want to jump back down. Our rules, your in-house rules, jumping, control fall, up to 20 feet only.
Oh, I got an idea.
No, you can make an acrobatics really high DC, so you had to take a little bit of damage if you're going to do a control fall.
Well, I want to have a weight back, so I'm going to get my spear and I'm going to jam it into, because it looks like it's like a ceiling kind of thing that I'm on, like a roof for the wall.
You climbed over a 10-foot wall section that's thick, just like the other one. It's just way shorter. And now you're on the other side in another courtyard. You're not on top of any building anymore. You're back into another courtyard is where what happened.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to jam my spear in there and have it hang down on this side so we could climb back if we need to.
Yeah. All that happened was you just climbed over a 10-foot wall, thick wall section that was 30-something feet tall. Because I'm thinking like 10 feet and then you're dropping down 30 feet on each side. It's like, yeah, it would. The only way that would work is that's how far the rope would go.
Well, now what, Rictavia?
Yeah, now you're on another courtyard. Give me a second, just making sure I got everything added to the party clock.
God, it's Strahd!
No. That's not nothing that crazy. Did you add the Poke protection to your inventory, Michael?
Yeah. Rictavio's like, yeah, that's a statue.
I do not have it equipped though because I need to.
Yeah, just making sure you're in inventory because I'm taking it out of the party pocket. Alright, so you took the rope and you took the cloak. Alright, so that's everything there. Alright. Now, what is K5? K5 is the new area you guys are in, so K...
Oh god, you know what? We should have gave Periwinkle that axe, Bio's axe or something.
Oh yeah, we didn't... I need to put Periwinkle. I'm gonna have to put that with you guys. I forgot about him entirely. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it.
Because, yeah, we're not leaving him back on the wagon. That doesn't make any fucking sense. He's
He's
not
the
very good at
chosen
fighting,
one.
but all the same. You're in the chapel garden. At the back of the keep, behind towering buttresses and tall boarded-up stained-glass windows, a small garden struggles to survive. Small flowers press skyward against the gloom. A pair of large iron gates blocks the way to some kind of overlook. Yeah.
Looks like those flowers are struggling to survive.
I don't know why they said there's iron bars there. I don't see any iron bars, game.
What the hell?
Pair large iron gates blocks the way to some kind of overlook. I don't see this game.
All reality. is compromised.
Whatever. I think maybe they're referring to the portcullises. That actually makes some amount of sense. Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, the overlook is over this direction. To the east from there.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the, over, okay. Alright.
Yeah. Get there and then
Okay. What is that?
I'll read this for a moment.
It's wandered
Alright,
into
dark
summer-
clouds overhead drizzle constantly. A flagstone avenue passes between empty outbuildings, leading to a stone-paved overlook. The overlook has a few stone walls adorned with outward-facing gargoyle carvings. You're not looking over the balcony. You're not doing that either. Okay. That. Who is that? It's not saying anything about who that is. Why?
Well, hey, y'all. I'm an acolyte.
Yeah.
I've repented and found my way.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Alright. I will just say that that is a fucking. Jeez.
Look
This
to
is
Octavia.
a. This
Do we
is
kill
a.
it?
Yeah, this is a humanoid. Humanoid with a mask of some kind. Oh man, I'm making them sound like I was going along. And they are just looking around in different crates and the like. This is like a storeroom, let's just say. And then here are some gardening supplies of different kinds, like hoes and rakes, and there's bags of various sizes containing maybe seeds and the like,
Pick
whatever
four.
you expect fertilizer.
You there. What's your backstory?
Let me tell
This-
you all about it.
Yeah, this person turns around, kind of surprised that anybody would be out here, and he says, "Who are you? No one's out here very often. And guests are only allowed inside the walls or inside the side master's house." And referring to the castle itself. I'm surprised that you're out here. Kind
This
of-
is an overhang, right?
Yeah, as far as everything, I think from over here onward is like literally over the side of the cliff face. Like you would look over it and down it into nothingness.
Okay. What's the average size and weight of this individual?
They look average in every way in terms of size. Like this person's like a 5'10", 170 something pound man.
I'm going to pick them up over my head and then throw them over the overlook.
Okay, we're just gonna go full on violent here. All right.
Wait, I have a
Come
great
here.
backstory.
You grab them and try to pick them up. Let me see if they can. They gotta, of course, they gotta resist. No living thing will not resist.
This is fine.
No.
Please
Okay,
stop!
like-
You're embarrassing yourself now.
Try to like rush him, kind of like a football tackle, and then he like pushes you off of him, and he tries to run. Tries to run past you, and you're not gonna be able to do anything because you just spent some amount of effort doing that. But then Rictavio, as this guy's running past you, can put you in there, and then Rictavio's here, and stops him. The man, whatever it is, bumps into Rictavio and into his chest, stops. Rictavio doesn't seem to move at all. Surprising, given his stature and walking around with a cane. And he looks up and Rictavio kind of just says, "Where is your master? We need to speak with him." and all it does is it points its finger in the direction of the castle and says, "All guests are welcome through the front doors. If you really must be going, Master will get angry with me if I don't ensure the garden gets
Tended to.
the attention it deserves." And it looks at Michael and says, "You're a strange one. Stay away from me." And just kind of quickly moves out of the way and tries to go back toward the garden. Doesn't seem to give a shit at all about the rain, as if it is always raining here. Maybe it always is. But either way, the acolyte doesn't even seem to recognize that it is raining. It's also making his job really hard because he's like moving the dirt aside, and then the rain will like make it all muddy and not make it really possible to make places for seeds or anything. It's like making it pretty much impossible, but he doesn't care. Like he's a robot. He's not really a robot, but acting like one.
He has his one purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. You at the corner of your eye, when you were like over here in this general area, you can see Barovia Village, especially when like the lightning flashes and it lights up the sky. You can see Barovia Village out in the corner of your eye down. It's like, oh, from here you can, it's like a great view. You can see the entirety of the village and the eastern side of the country, really. It's quite a good view, as you'd expect. You may go further out there if you want. That's your call.
I will. And I'm
Okay.
going to, even in the rain and whatnot, it does not affect me because I am a grave cleric. And I just look out like, what a lovely view. It's like lightning's flashing and rain is just dripping on my tricorn hat and my cloak.
Yeah, full on Bloodborne. All right. When you look over the edge, you see a flash of lightning illuminates the dismal village of Barovia, its rooftop visible above a smothering blanket of fog 1,000 feet below. Just gonna... that's interesting. Do a perception check.
Alright.
Whoa!
Boom.
Jeez.
Underneath the platform on which you stand, about 100 feet down, a stone construction protrudes from the cliff face. 3 dirt-caked windows are set into it.
Yes. Michael also knows about the cursed mace as well, and says I can remove that curse.
Yeah, I see through the walls and like, they can't hear me. So how far?
100.
I need.
Yeah, there's some kind of construction built into the cliff face. Yeah, if you wanted to climb down this, it would be 110 feet down and 20 feet back. So that's 130 total feet minimum.
Octavio, how much rope do you have?
Oh, sorry, I was reading. Rictavio says... I don't think he has any... Well, he definitely does, but I don't have it written down. He says he has another 50. That
Yeah.
sounds about reasonable.
And you said it was like 100 something?
130 minimum, and this is like a gauging. But you guys have your 24 goddamn crit roll. I'm saying you're able to very accurately measure the distance.
By the mill.
Yeah.
You gonna look around on
Well,
the
I wanna go
farm
down.
or the garden to see if there's any rope about?
Yes. How much rope is in these places?
Oh, you don't really find any. A rope is not really a thing you find. I mean, maybe a tiny amount tying around the edges of the
Yeah.
bags, but it's nowhere near. It's not climbing grade one, and it's not thought nearly enough to make up the difference. You'll need another, like, amount. Yeah.
Dang.
So let's just
I need you to get me rope.
It kind of the man, the creature, let's just call it that, looks at you and says, "Rope." He thinks for a moment. I think it would be best if you ask some other member of the staff to help you with this. I really can't be leaving my duties here at the garden. And it's like then furiously starts clawing at the ground with like a shovel, trying to make way for more room.
Okay, over you go.
Again, he tried.
That's so
try.
sad.
I would say with
Yeah.
a 9, you can't even try. You don't even lift him over your head.
Yeah, I'm just like crouched down, like arms wrapped around him, just like, "Hurr!"
Yeah,
Just
and he just
try-
runs back. He like runs back away from you.
Why are you so heavy?
What's and then yeah, I'm gonna put Rictadio beside you, and then I'm also gonna move back to the other party members. 'Cause,
Yeah, I don't know what else we'd do over here.
yeah, you need to get more rope if you want to go down there,
Yeah,
or some other means like a magic spell or something.
I'll look at
Um,
that in the meantime.
alright.
Yeah. All right, so we're back to the
Ooh.
other party, the bigger party.
That's 10 minutes past.
Oh yeah, Periwinkle. Let me put him here before I forget. Periwinkle. Periwimple. That's the right word. All right. Yeah. All right. So he's here with you all.
Hey, what up, man? Glad you made it.
It's raining outside. Yeah. Got lost.
I'm gonna edit him so you guys can see his stuff. See his name. Actually, see his bar. 'Cause I want you guys to be able to see everybody's bars and stuff. Because if you're allies, it just makes sense.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to give any more accurate information than that, though. So let's just go with just compact bars.
Yeah, it's fine by me.
Yeah, I want you guys only to have like relative information, not raw numbers. So you're back and you're in here in this chapel. You haven't. Let's just say it's been a fair amount of time. I don't know if it's been a degree amount of time into 10 minutes, but not 10 minutes quite yet. Lucian is like really concentrating on this maze because apparently he
Yeah.
really likes it.
I mean, hey, it looks pretty evil.
You got a pair of double doors here. You got over here where Cole was investigating. You got the same set of statues to what you saw before, like two armored axe wielding guys facing each other. Right there, K16, main 4. North chapel access. This arched room connects a vast chamber to the east and a staircase that rises to the west. Alcoves in the north and south walls hold 8 pairs of helmed knights with muscular builds. Black shadows fall across their faces. Okay, so this goes upwards. This staircase goes up and down.
There are
The one that you
staircases.
guys kind of went by.
Well, I always think
You still haven't done anything with the statuette yet left. I'm just making sure you guys know that I reminded you that it was there. And then, yeah, what do you want to do? Lucian, you want to keep fucking with the mace? You can.
I mean, if I don't find out anything about it, I'm just gonna door.
Let me double check about what the actual things. You can discern vague details regarding any lingering evil wicked past around it, which actually is pretty accurate. Make a wisdom ability check. So a raw wisdom check.
You want an inspiration?
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you a 1d10 inspiration then.
Yeah,
And I'll
wanna
use
do
that
it.
inspiration.
Uh,
Well,
Yeah, I would say you would need it given the
Yeah, that's
what's
right.
going on in the situation.
Yeah, it should
Let
be.
me look back. So, okay, yeah. You learned that this mace belonged to a cleric of some kind, or some kind of uh, evil, evil cleric priest sort of figure that was looking for something. Uh, So I'm trying to think about the vague details regarding any lingering. Okay, it's vague details. So, this person, this dead person in front of you, was probably an evil cleric that was looking for something. He reached it and eventually came here to this chapel. He grabbed the statuette and was killed.
Yeah.
You have like this. The last image you see is of a overwhelming, piercing light, white light. After he touched the statue,
wait, a white light?
yeah, like
And
white.
this guy was an evil cleric?
Yeah, you get the idea that this guy was not, because you can see lingering evil or wicked stuff. Like you can sense
Right.
that kind of thing. Yeah, this guy was evil. He touched it. He was burned, or like he was consumed by white light. That is what is accurate to say.
Well, I think I want to touch it now.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm not
remember.
evil.
Yeah, you're not evil. You're not great, but you're not evil.
I mean, I'm not good, but I'm not evil.
Then, yeah, we can make that still interesting.
You'll let us know if
Uh,
you see anything with your true sight as well, Lucian, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, true sight doesn't. It's not an illusion or anything. There's nothing inside of it or whatever.
Okay.
Nothing weird going on.
So you're about done with that mace then, Lucian? Can we try going upstairs now? Try to find Strahd?
I say
Yeah,
I
and you
might
know
have-
that this, you know, the mace is in some way magical, but you don't know any specifics. Let's just say that there's some sort of relation that you're able to tell.
I hand it to the big guy. I say, here, use this, fella.
But
Okay.
you would have to touch it to hand it to him.
Yes, I would.
Yeah. But yeah, that doesn't. There's no problems with it. Let me make sure it's not cursed or anything. No, it's not. No, it's not. At least, no, you wouldn't know. You don't get that any impact from the grim psychometry. Psychometry? Yeah, that's a weird word to say. Yeah, you don't get any implication that it's like
No.
it's. Yeah. Maybe look at Periwinkle if he has a weapon. I don't remember if he does or not.
Why are you handing him the mace? Shouldn't he use Bior's giant axe? I mean, wouldn't that be more his style? I say to Lucian. It's
I mean, that's assuming he's proficient. I'm not sure. Let me think
this
about
looks
that
like-
more as far as giving you an answer, and that'll be like a next time kind of thing as far as what
Sure.
that will be. But you give it to him all the same, and he's holding on to it right now. I can remember that.
And I still pick up this statue because I.
Yeah. When you put your hands on it, it's uncomfortably warm for a time, and it feels like there's like a magnetic pull between the statuette and the altar. Like it's really hard to remove it from the altar, and I need you to do a strength check. Like it's kind of sliding. Think of like the
Magnet.
Avengers movies and trying to move Mjolnir. It's kind of like that. So yeah, do a
I don't know how worthy I am, but
yeah. Barely. You kind of start sliding it off of the altar because shearing works better than pure force. And eventually, once you get it off the altar, like just exactly like a magnet, it is fine and effortless. You can hold it in your hand without any problems, and the heat seems to die away from it. And you generally feel less. You kind of had this malaise before of discomfort. It didn't really feel great to have it in your possession like you felt kind of ill and unhappy. But once you got it off the altar, everything returned to normal, and you don't really have any issues. So yeah, now you have. Let me give you a picture of that.
Ask Lucian if he's
Yeah.
finished middling with stuff that's, could be any number of traps or cursed items.
Yes,
I'm-
and as you can see, it is a magical item. Yeah, you don't know any of that, of course, but
Sure.
whatever, I don't care. You have to identify all these things. It also can only be used by a creature of good alignment, which I think out of all of you, I think the only person here that's good is maybe one. I think Darius is neutral. Cole, I'm pretty sure, is neutral. Michael, I'm almost certain is neutral. Yeah, Darius is neutral.
Really? I'm
yeah.
the only good guy? Wow.
Yeah, so, yeah. And I don't even know if you have any more attunement slots. I think you've used everything in one. I'll have to look into that later. That's not something important right now. But yeah, so you have the icon of Ravenloft. Just put that in your inventory for now, Lucy, to make it easier for me.
Okay.
You have the mace as well. That's Imperial Whipples. Alright, so now where do you want to go? Are you going to go up over here, or up over here, down over here?
I like up.
Back through the main doors right here. Or
Found some
over
stairs over here.
Yeah.
here? Yeah,
Some
there's a
stairs.
lot of different directions to go.
I would certainly like
These
to go
doors are-
upstairs.
Main doors, right?
These are a set of main doors.
Yeah.
They go in the general direction of the
Yeah.
front door.
That's-
Those are not the front door themselves.
That is pretty much the direction I just, got around to avoid. But if okay.
I mean, yeah, it's totally your call as where you guys want. to
Yeah.
go.
Let's do these stairs.
Yeah. Is that upwards or
And
downwards?
These stairs here, these are upwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's.
There's also
that's
more
where I'm-
stairs upwards over here. There's two sets of stairs that go upwards, and then the same stairs down on the southern side that go upwards. It's a winding tower.
Mm.
They go up and down, either direction.
I see. I
So,
see.
yeah. Pick one, and I'll let you go that way.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna go that one. Okay. Let me figure out where that goes.
Ooh. This is exciting.
Alright, so that goes to... It's described in K29, so it goes to the court. Creaky landing. Alright. The staircase is made of old wood that strains underfoot, creaking and groaning. Next to a balcony, which we'll get to in just a moment.
Mm.
Alright, I need to move you guys to the next map. I'm gonna copy and paste all of you. That makes it way faster. Copy. You go to map number 4. Paste. And then you move you all around. Alright. Let's say Lucian is going first. One is behind Lucy.
Yeah.
Let's say Cole behind that, as well as behind her. There's so many people. Big old park.
Yep.
Alright. You get to this balcony area. More. Oh, I closed that for some reason. I don't know why I did that. There we go.
I'm like whispering
Okay,
behind.
20.
Like, any sign of Strahd? Is he here? Go.
No, I don't think he's here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing at all. Give you some more. I should have the right song right now. Oh, this. Yeah, that'll work. You guys, as far as what you actually heard throughout this time being inside the castle so far, you've not really heard much of anything, like out of the ordinary or strange creaking, maybe chittering of rats like moving around.
Do we hear any gardeners being trying to lift up? And it's like,
Apparently, yeah, I hear some groaning outside, perhaps. Nothing out of all the ordinary. No talking. Nothing that's leading you in any particular direction. So where you are now, reach a balcony. The sculpted stone railing encloses this long balcony, which overlooks Ravenloft's chapel. Two ornate thrones stand side by side in the center of the balcony, covered with dust and strung with cobwebs. The thrones face away from the double doors that give access to the balcony. Look sure for any of these doors right here. Okay. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So all that's really here is a balcony that overlooks the chapel, which we talked about before. And then there's these two thrones and these doorways here. And that's all.
So, which way do you think we should go?
I head doors.
Sure, doors. Let's try the doors.
You wanna just walk down the dark hallway, or
I mean, I'm following you. You're the light source for me right now. I can't see without it.
Yeah, this direction is just nothing. It's just a dead end. So yeah, the stairwell you came up is the only real direction that you came from, I should say. Then there's the double doors that go westward.
I mean, we could investigate for
Yeah.
hidden doors, but sure. I still need the light to see the corridor.
Make sure there's nothing weird about the doorways. No, nothing issue there. Alright, so you want to open up the doors, you open up the
Well,
doors.
there we go. Again, you've got the light, so I can't go that far ahead of you.
okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Now I will check for secret door, because this looks kind
Okay. I'm gonna have you guys head that direction.
That's a good idea. Let's look
Just
for
making
hidden
sure
doors.
you don't want to do anything with the throne people, the throne thing that was overlooking. You just ignored that. Okay, just making sure.
I mean, what did it look weird? or
There's just
anything?
two throne like chairs looking outward over the chapel. I was just making sure you guys were cognizant of that. It's-
Yeah, you
No,
mentioned
you-
it. It looked like
Yeah,
nothing
alright.
super important unless there was anything to draw further attention towards them.
Yeah.
There were just the two thrones, and then when you get closer to them, you would have noticed that there were two bodies.
Oh, there we go. Didn't hear about
on
the
the
bodies.
thrones. Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed until you got way closer, because they're kind of like slouched against the throne. All the other people next to you guys. Let me move people around a second. Intimidation, investigation. So 14 and 22, I'll get that in a second.
Did I roll intimidation?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, don't
That's
worry
a
about it.
roll. Yeah.
Go back to 2. I need to go back to Michael and Octavio. Yeah, we're just about done with the session. I'm just about to
Yeah,
wrap
I
up
was
one
about to
little thing.
suggest at some point. Yeah.
So roughly around this time, with all your moving around and investigating and looking at all that, we'll just say everything's matching up around this time. It's a little bit behind in time, but whatever. So Michael Rictavio, you are together. You've been watching this kind of mentally unstable acolyte try to go and attend to the garden here. Rictavio hasn't really been saying much. He's been following your lead for now. What do you want to do now? After having done
I
all this?
guess regroup. There's nothing I can really do here now.
Okay.
Well, you could go brutal and use the intestines of the farmer and use that as a rope. And
That's a
larger-
thing
the
you
smaller
could attempt.
intestines.
Yes, that's something you could try to do. Maybe I don't know if you would
Now how
do
long
that
this-
with like 1,000 feet cliff, but you can try it. Otherwise, though, you could do the same trick you did last time to get over the wall, and the DCs will be lower because you've done it before.
Yeah, no, I guess that's what I'll do.
you're going to gut the farmer?
No,
Actually, this time I'm going to use my Javelin of Lightning and tie a rope around it, and I'm going to throw it a little bit, like angle it above the wall, say the word to turn it into lightning, which will shoot to that point and then turn back into a javelin with rope on it, I hope, and then fall
Okay.
over.
That's clever. But where do you want? It's very specific. Because you only do this one time per day, so I'm making sure I know where.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to throw it at an angle to where when it turns back into a javelin, it'll be on the other side of the wall, and then it'll just fall.
Oh, okay. So you're just okay. I just didn't know if you wanted to use it for something that simple, but you may do so if you want.
Yeah, I've got spells.
Okay. Then yeah. Then everything is really simple except for the climbing back over part. You'll need to do it in athletics for that. The only reason why I bother making you roll is because if you roll really low, maybe the rope breaks. But no, 20 is fine. You're fine. So you make it back over the side. Octavio follows you. Yeah, you know where you are. You remember all you need to know. So you want to go back here to where your friends are. You know they went over on this side. If you want
No, I'll go through the front door. Okay.
Okay, that's gonna make things interesting. All right, I'm gonna put you over there, and I'll put you on the other map with you and Rictavio. Would he go? I think that's probably good enough. I'll put him with you, and he won't be like, no, I want to check around more. He'll go with you in the front door. So I'll move you and him to map number 3. Right there. Okay. Alright. Let me read something about that. We're almost at the point where everybody could be able to meeting up. Kind of. Case 7. Alright. Alright, the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches and iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle, the second set of doors, you already went through them. The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music. That's what happens when you get close to the doors. They automatically open. I forgot about them doing that automatically. Alright.
Do we see any
Yeah.
hidden doors?
Not quite. You almost will be seeing each other. You're on different floors. You guys, one and all of them are all on one floor above you. Kind of in front of you and up. You might see each other in a minute. Give me a second. Back to where I was. Overhead, in the vaulted entry foyer, 4 statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
Are they diamonds?
K8. They didn't. No, you did not. No, you didn't. They're not diamonds. Is what they're answering your question.
So we didn't find any secret doors in the corridor?
That's not. No, it's not a reference to you. That's a reference to Michael and Rictavio
Oh,
entering
sorry.
through the main entrance.
I actually
Okay.
forgot, but Darius has that wand of secrets too. If it's like the secret.
Yeah, I will be getting that in a moment, and I will be probably using that. But all these same. So you guys get to this front entrance here, Michael and Rictavio, and then there's another set of doors here. I think they're open. Let me check those.
I just don't get why we're on the stairs again. But,
Yeah. No, ignore that. That's because you guys are on a different floor entirely. Let me.
oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you're not there. All right. So, yeah, this door is actually open.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are in here. Okay. Cobwebs stretch between the columns that support the vaulted ceiling of a great, dusty hall, dimly lit by sputtering torches and iron sconces. The torches cast odd shadows across the faces of 8 stone gargoyles squatting motionlessly on the rim of the domed ceiling. Cracked and faded ceiling frescoes are covered by decay. Double doors of bronze stand closed to the east. To the north, a wide staircase climbs into darkness. A lit hallway to the south contains another set of bronze doors, through which you hear sad and majestic organ tones. Yeah, that's that for you guys. All you hear at the moment and see. So, Sarah will this direction, Michael. The organ music coming from this direction. There are gargoyles in all the different corners of this room, standing in like different positions, looking down at you from different stances and with different expressions on their faces. All right, and I'll move back to the other guys, and then I will give you an answer for your questions.
Secret doors. I got a 28.
So I accidentally closed the window, but I will open it back up again. That's why I left. I will get you a question. As far as I can answer for you right off the top of my head, when you're looking around for secret doors and that kind of thing, as you're heading down toward the western side of the hallway, you don't notice anything at all. But as you get closer to the western side, move back here.
There we go.
Yeah, because it's not on this. There we go. 27. 4. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about the, a low moan seems to travel through the length of the corridor as it rises and falls, intoning sadness and despair. That's what I read before. As you get closer to the western side of the hallway, though, I'm gonna put you like right about there. You hear like this is in spite of all you guys looking around and everything. You hear a scraping sound of stone against stone, followed by the squeaking of a bat. In the direction of the noise, you see a thinged visage, outstretched claws, flapping black cape of a vampire bearing down on you from above. A deep, throaty chuckle fills the hall. So it's like right here on the edge of the hallway is what looks like the silhouette of a caped vampire.
Is it him? Is it Strahd?
Did we do it? We found him.
It is some stereotypical figure of a Strahd-like vampire figure, silhouetted by the light, and it's going to be right as you come into view. You will be seeing it. Yeah. I want to put it all on like that edge. So you're not too close to it. Not to be worked out specifics of things, but I wanted to give you guys the Scooby-Doo-esque finding of this
Dun, dun.
sort of thing, whatever it is, whether it's the actual vampire or not, we don't know. And we got all kinds of different signals from different places. I wasn't fully
Yeah.
intending on splitting people up, but this will be interesting. I'll have to work out how it's going to happen. But anyway, I want to leave it there. You guys aren't too far away from each other vertically, I would say. You're almost on top of each other, really. But, yeah.
Cool.
You will. Yes. I'll leave it there.